Hey buddy, it's Crazy4. Welcome to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through classic mode as Lucina, who was, of course, a clone, a pretty heavy clone of Marth to say the least, but, you know, she still has some pretty cool attributes that made her sort of different enough. The fact that she doesn't have Tipper is like a big one. But yeah, we went through with Lucina, and that was pretty cool. In this episode, however, we're going to be going through classic mode as one of my personal favorites, the main character of Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, Shulk, yes, the Minato guy. Yes, he's gonna be the main focus of today, which is pretty exciting. I do like this guy a lot. I still have to play Xenoblade Chronicles. I have all 3 games on the Switch, well, aside from X. I do have X on the Wii U. It still has not come out on Switch. I don't think it's gonna come out until like March or May of 2025. But I do have the other 3 on the Switch already, so I'll try it out at some point. But first off, newcomer, he's here, which is pretty cool. First instance in the series. Let's go over his alternate costumes real quick. So we of course have his standard red outfit, which is of course the classic one. Which is what is it like? Let me see if there's like more to it. No, just like his base outfit, his default outfit in like the original game. We have a white one, which is based on Mecha Fiora. All of these are kind of based on party members from Xenoblade Chronicles. We have a black outfit, which is based on Dunban. An orange outfit, which is based on Rhine. A blue outfit, which is based on Charla. Lavender, which is based on Malia. Yellow, which is based on Ricky. And a Trunks outfit, which is based on his swimsuit armor set and his appearance with weapons unequipped in Xenoblade Chronicles. His skin is slightly tan when wearing this costume, officially dubbed a crew type as of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So yeah, he just kind of just out here in his underwear. So that's kind of funny and shirtless, but. Anyways, we're here to play as regular Shulk. I like this kind of, I don't know why, I've always been a big fan of just like regular default red outfit with Shulk. It's just such a cool look to him, you know? I just like it a lot. It's just so nice. Yeah, frick it, we'll fight Bayonetta. Why the heck not? We don't fight her all that much. I guess Bayonetta and Robin. Thanks, Mewtwo, for joining in. So, Shulk's an interesting character, in which one of his biggest things is the fact that he has... Oh, really? Zero? He has something called the Minato Arts, which is his neutral special, which we'll go over very soon. And they essentially let him change... He essentially is able to change like one of his stats for a limited amount of time. He can either change, he can change one of his 5 stats for a limited amount of time. And again, we'll go over exactly how it works and like what he can change in a bit. But yeah, so he has a Minato at his disposal, and it's like really, really crazy of a technique. Also, he like, I'm pretty sure he has like some of the longest melee range in the entire game too, which is pretty freaking cool. Another thing that actually is mentioned is that Shulk is the only character who can interrupt all of his aerial attacks before their ending auto cancel frames. This means he cannot actually auto cancel his aerials at all, but can avoid or reduce landing lag by double jumping or using another move before hitting the ground. However, his up and down aerials can be canceled by special moves after a full hop without any arts, negating landing lag, and by extension, the Minato arts can be selected during landing lag. So, I don't know, it's just a little something that's like, could be useful for some people if they so please. But, we should probably go over his special moves, which, oh wow, that was just stupid of me, holy crap. So his special moves, right, they do rely on something called the Minato arts. Well, not all of his special moves, primarily just as the neutral special, right? We'll go over it in the next match because we kind of just killed off Rob there. But the Minato arts is what he essentially... No, I shouldn't have done this. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. I don't want to fight Villager at all, but it's too late now. Yeah, so the Minato arts, he's able to change his stats. Here's how it works though. So, with the use of the B button, with the special button, he can select up to 5 different Minato arts. We have a few. This is jump, in which it increases his jump height by a certain amount. You can press the button, I'm pretty sure the special button, I think like 2 times, and it will cancel the Minato art for you. And after a little bit, you can't use that same Minato art for a certain amount of time, and we'll go over through some specifics in a bit. We do have the second one, which is called Speed, where he I don't know if it's doubles, but he increases his speed by a good amount, honestly. He's a lot faster of a character. Then we have the third one, the Shield, where he ups his defense, so he cannot get knocked back nearly as much as he would naturally. Oh, thank goodness he got that. Don't try it. What are you trying? Hold up. I really wish I hit him. Oh? Let's have some fun. Oh, let's have some fun. Oh, I'm happy with this. I'm sorry, I just want to do this real quick, just because I hate villagers so much. Can this end already? I want to go over the special moves. Okay, I guess we'll continue it in the next match. But at least before we go over the last two, yeah, each art enhances particular attributes at the cost of hindering others. So there's that. And lasts for 16 seconds unless manually cancelled. Each art also has cooldown, during which they cannot be used until 10 seconds pass. Yeah, so... And, okay, I mean, that's about it, yeah. So, okay, yeah, cool. And let's continue on with the Minato arts real quick. We have a fourth one, which is called 2, 3, 4. Buster, in which this one actually increases his damage output. So with this Minato art on, he will actually produce more damage onto opponents, dish out more damage with his attacks. Which is actually a very good one of my personal favorites, just really getting that attack up on your opponents. Then we have the final one. Smash. He didn't say it for some reason, but this one is Smash, in which this one is simple, increases knockback. And I don't know exactly all about the other different, like, stats that get hindered. I know, like, I think for jump, his speed gets hindered? No, I don't know what it could be. What I do know for a fact is that for Shield, his speed gets hindered, and his jump as well, I'm pretty sure. And for Smash, his own knockback gets increased. So while he can dish out more knockback, he also gains more knockback, so he can get killed a lot easily. But that's Minato arts. It's a little complicated, but that's generally how it works. And they're very, very useful to, like, knowing how to play Shulk and whatnot. But now we have the side special, which is one of my personal favorites, the backslash, where he kind of just lunges forward with his sword and has his blade just fully out while slamming onto the ground. Basically the exact same thing that he does in the air, but just at a higher angle. I don't know if he does more damage if he does it in the air, but yeah. So it's a very good move for just like, that covers a lot of distance, but also like, you know, does good knockback and damage to opponents. Bro, I can't stand these stupid. Thank you. I hate the boomerang so much. It's so useless to me sometimes. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Blah, blah, blah. It cannot grab edges once initiated, which is very important to think about. So yeah, be careful when using the move off stage because it cannot grab ledges. And he also will continue using the move until he dies or lands on the ground. So yeah, again, be very, very careful. It's very ineffective as a recovery move. It deals more damage and has higher knockback if it hits the opponent's back. So keep that in mind. If it hits the opponent's back, it will do a lot more effective than if you were to hit them on the side, in the front. And yeah, so that's about it. And the tip of the blade actually does a little bit more than like the rest of the blade. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's backslash. It's pretty cool. Again, it is kind of sick that they actually kind of like added that functionality. How it will do more damage and knockback if you were to actually hit someone's back with the move, which I actually never knew. Fun facts after today or before today. So that's cool. It's a learning experience for everyone. But real quick, we'll go over his last two special moves. We have the up special, which is called the Air Slash. Jumping Slash, which is similar to the Dolphin Slash. It's a natural combo, and its first hit has set knockback, while pressing the attack button at its conclusion will result in a second hit, which is an outward slash that grants a small vertical boost, especially if used late. Its second hit has extremely high knockback, and which makes it a useful KOing option, especially from out of shield. So yeah, the jump art actually increases vertical distance gained by the first slash. However, its first hit will not automatically edge sweet spot unless a special button is pressed when Shulk is right next to an edge, and the jump or smash arts can cause the natural combo to whiff due to the additional vertical distance and higher knockback respectively. And also, just like, you know, you would imagine, he just yells Air Slash when using the move. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah. So that's how the move works. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good attack. Again, it's like a move where like it has two variations to it, where it can use like the much larger iteration where he does the first slash and then the second one, or you can just do the first slash if you don't want to do the second one for whatever reason. The second slash though is very, very useful, and I've like annoyed some people with it. It can annoy opponents on occasion if, like, you know, you hit with the attack when they're trying to like edge guard you, and then you just get hit by the second attack and then like you get hit away. So yeah, it's a very useful recovery for sure. It doesn't go super high, but again, if you can like time things very, very well off stage and have your jump arts enabled, then like that recovery can really do a lot for you. Absolutely. Yeah, so like be wary of that. Try and be smart about your use of the Monado arts, because again, they really make Shulk a versatile character and can make him a powerhouse. Like super, super useful and like terrifying and annoying to fight against. Especially when you just know how to use it in the right circumstances. It's so good. So freaking good. So definitely use it if you can. Like just learn it. Learn how to use it, absolutely. It gets a lot better in Ultimate, and we'll see later. But for now, it's like, you know, it's at its early points. Absolutely. And there we go. That's Air Slash. And finally, you already know it. We have the counter, his down special. But specifically, it's called Vision. Let me see if I can pull it off real quick, which we did earlier. There's Vision, where he does a counter attack that involves Shulk using the Monado to foresee an attack, a vision that he has. If he is hit, he retaliates in a slow, powerful, and long-range slash that launches opponents forward. Alternatively, holding forward while counterattacking on the ground causes a fast dashing slash that deals more damage and knockback growth, in addition to launching opponents backward, but at the cost of less range. It is one of the strongest counters in the series, with its alternate version rivaling Counter Surge in regard to power. And it's tied with Double Team Greninja's counter for having the longest amount of counter frames. However, it loses counter frames if repeatedly used over a short period of time, making it and which time the only counter attacks that lose effectiveness if spammed. Counter frames are regained over time once Shulk is KO'd. And the standard counterattack resembles Stream Edge, one of Shulk's physical arts, whereas the alternate counterattack resembles Thunder, one of Dunban's ether arts. Yeah, there's counter. His counter is very, very good, as you could probably imagine. It's mentioned as like one of the best in the game. Well, not one of the best, but it has like, what is it? No, it's one of the strongest in the series. So keep that in mind. One of the strongest in the series. So yeah, and the fact that it also has like two different variations depending on like what you want to go for. Do you want that little bit of more range, or do you want a quicker, more powerful one that you can like really do a lot more with? So yeah, I mean, like, it's cool. Shulk is a very interesting character. The Monados, again, like really like put him on the map, really make him so super like unique, and like, I don't know, he's cool. Play him, learn him. He's so worthwhile of a character to learn, especially in Ultimate. But like Smash 4 Shulk is still a lot of fun. I do heavily recommend the character, absolutely. Let's get the counters going. The credits going. Gosh, I was just talking about counters for a moment there, for a good little bit, and yeah, now it's just on my mind. But yeah, that's Shulk. So again, Shulk, pretty cool fighter, pretty cool, very intriguing to play as. Absolutely, they put a lot of work into like these very unique characters when making Smash 4, or when adding characters into Smash 4. So yeah, he's a great character though. Again, let me know in the comments like how if y'all have ever played Xenoblade, let me know how it is. If like if it's a game you recommend me to try, because I like RPGs. I love Pokemon. I have played Fire Emblem to an extent, and I really want to get to Final Fantasy. So I don't know, maybe Xenoblade would be up my alley. I don't know. I mean, let me know. Let me know if you would recommend it yourself. But yeah, so there's that. I mean, I guess since we're here, we might as well talk a little bit more about Shulk. So as I mentioned before, he has like some of the longest, if not the, I don't know if he has the longest, or if it's just like one of the longest melee ranges in the entire game, or like sword ranges compared to other characters. Cause like his sword like extends like crazy. It's not just a Minato, it obviously has like the blade that comes out of the Minato too. Which also like is his own thing. So yeah, he also has like crazy range. Like look at his neutral special. Like do you see how much that covers? It's nuts. And his forward air, I'm sorry, not neutral special, neutral air. And his forward air is insane. Like look at that. Look at that freaking slice, man. Oh my gosh. And his back air is like very good too. Decent range behind him, and does a lot of like damage and knockback. Very good killing option. His up air is like a 2-hit move, which is insane as well. Another really good killing option. Like he's good. Freaking Shulk's a killer character. He really is. I like him a lot. He has a lot of versatility to his attacks. I think, if I'm not mistaken, both his up smash and his forward smash also are like a 2-hit move. It's like a boom boom, bam bam, and then bam bam. But his down is like a spin around kind of thing where his blade is already out. I don't know. I like talking about Shulk a lot, as you could probably imagine. He's great. He's a great character. I like the guy a lot. But speaking of Shulk, let's go into training mode real quick. Check out his stuff, his counter, his final smash and his taunts. Why do I still have counter on the mind? I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, check out his taunts real quick. Up taunt. Now it's Shulk time. Nice little one where he just kind of like talks with his hand in the air. Now my favorite one, everyone's favorite, this side taunt. I'm really feeling it. Really pumped up for the match. And then the down taunt is the Minato power, where it actually kind of shows off the Minato a little bit, having it opened up and having the blade extrude. It's kind of like a light blade, like a lightsaber almost, but like sharper in a way. Yeah. But there we go. That's Shulk's taunts. Pretty good ones. Very memorable. But finally, let's check out his final smash, chain attack. So there we have it, that's Chain Attack, where he traps the opponent in a ball of light, and then we get transported to a field where Shulk, Dunban, and Ricky from Xenoblade Chronicles come in and just start hammering on the opponent, and then finally Shulk lets out this final attack, and like final slash, and then just like sends the opponents flying. So Chain Attacks, damage and damage output and knockback are also affected by Minato arts. Even with no arts active, it is among the strongest final smashes in the game, which is pretty freaking crazy. However, it does have short range, as Shulk needs to be close to the opponent in order for the first hit to land. In addition, arts can expire during the chain attack cutscene, which affects its damage output and knockback. So yeah, another thing that the arts can be useful for is his freaking his final smash. So I mean, keep that in mind. Like it's kind of crazy. Well, let's try and show it off a little bit. Let's do it with the smash outputs. And yeah, that sent them flying. That really sent them flying. Actually, I did do less damage too. Okay, so that's another thing. Smash does less damage as well. More knockback, but less damage. Okay, and I assume Smash is one. Sorry, that's Buster, that's the one. Buster does more damage, but likely less knockback, I would assume, right? That's my guess. But yeah, there's Shulk. So, pretty cool character. Pretty freaking cool. I like him a lot. I said that many times before, but like again, I do like him a lot. But let's end things off today by going over his trophy, of course. Shulk. In Xenoblade Chronicles, this young lad's colony is affected by the Mechon, so he and his friends set off to take them down. In Smash Bros, his Minato arts let him change his specialization during battle. You can choose to boost his stats, his jump or attack for example, but other stats might drop as a result, so choose wisely. Yes, yeah, I mean, like, again, Shulk definitely has a lot of like planning that's necessary, and a lot of like thought process, especially if you are to use the Minato arts. But I will say this once again, I know I sound like a broken record at this point. It's a very worthwhile character to sit down and just learn. I will say that. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next one, we're gonna be going to classic mode as a first third-party character. A pretty cool one, actually. This one is from the Bandai Namco game. You already know who this is. It's Pac-Man. We're going to be going through classic mode as Pac-Man. Very iconic video game character, and it's going to be quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable. So, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel. They're all down below. Go check them out. It's some good stuff. I'll see everyone in the next one. Pop-Tart out.